Hey everybody, welcome to another map making episode. This is number 4 I think. And today we're going to work on the pregame platform some more. So we put down some things last time that we need to do. Game rules, we'll put that off for a while. Set difficulty, we got that figured out last time. This will do doohickey. That's all good. Starting the game. Yeah, so starting the game is what we were messing with at the end of last episode. We were trying to send a mob a long distance into our loaded chunk and send a signal that way, and we pretty much got that figured out. As far as the actual timer thing for starting the game, this is the criteria I want. I think I'm gonna have a lever. Okay, so this lever is going to be up and out of the way, so not just anybody will be able to pull it, only people that can fly. So if people are not opt on the server, they won't be able to pull it. Okay. Pull the lever, then it's going to start a countdown timer. I think I'll go for a 1-minute countdown on that. And every maybe 10 seconds it will announce via command blocks in the chat 50 seconds left, and then 40, then 30, then 20, then 10, then like a 3 2 1 maybe, and actually no, not a 3 2 1 because I don't think I can get it that accurate with sending a mob from a spawner. Maybe I can, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, so for the countdown, I messed around with this first of all. This is my design. Basically, it centers a cow between 4 blocks, and the cow flows down these cobwebs very, very slowly. And then in this area, this empty space is going to have fence posts and pressure plates, and I would be able to figure out how far along the cow is in the countdown, and then send out a message like 50 seconds left, 40 left, or whatever as it goes down. Another thing I want with the countdown timer, if possible, if, I don't know, something's wrong with the game setup and it's like, oh no, we started the game but we messed something up, let's stop the countdown. I want people to be able to flip this back up and reset the counter. So the way I had that set up for this is this dispenser with lava, and I would probably have another one down lower just in case the lava doesn't reach the cow in time, just to stop the countdown. And the idea is the cow would eventually hit a stone pressure plate down here, which would start the game. So that was one way of doing it. Somebody linked this on our Reddit the other day, and it is pretty awesome. Yeah, so this is a very cool redstone countdown timer that uses a new locking repeater mechanism in a very cool way. When I first saw this, I thought it was a lowest common denominator. Is that the right word? Timer, because it had 2 clocks going, and it just that's what it looked like to me. But when I built it and I saw what it was doing, I was like, oh, that is really cool. So I'll just show it to you. The idea is you would have this going as well, just starting it here. So you see the signals right there. I would set this to 10 seconds. It's very close to 10 seconds right now. I didn't fine tune it though, so it's a little bit off, I think. But every 10 seconds it goes to this torch here, which unpowers these locking mechanisms for just long enough for this signal to jump from one repeater to the next. And by doing that, you can count multiples of whatever we set here. And then we can further do that again and again. So I could have multiples of this here. So this would be 1 minute. So we could have multiples of 1 minute, like 5 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever we set up again. and then when it gets to the end here, it restarts. And you just heard the piston go. So, you know, it only gets through this AND gate once it reaches the end of this thing. So that's very cool. It is a little tricky to set up, but I don't think it's too bad. Like, one thing I noticed, if this is not a short enough pulse, this one, I have trouble. It's not going to work. So I need a monostable circuit, I think, or something to control the length of this pulse. And not exactly sure how I'm going to time this to start, but here's the other cool thing. If I set it up right, I think I can do a reset on it. Like if this is pulled, it just allows the signal to flow freely through that. I'm slurring my words a lot today. So I could use that to make it reset the counter, I'm sure. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to use, and then like between every one of these repeaters I could have a command block that announces how much time is left on the countdown. So yes, very cool. Thank you for submitting that, guy who did. I appreciate it. Alright, well I think that covers starting the game pretty well. The first draft of it anyway. We're going to use that redstone clock for the countdown. And I'll have to poke around with it a bit more to figure out exactly how I'm going to wire it, but we'll use that, and then we'll use an animal spawner to send the signal to the arena to start the game. Okay, so next up is Spectator Mode. So I thought about this one just now, and I think we might get rid of that, because it was like a poor man's Spectator Mode. Don't know how beneficial it would actually be. The only real benefit I could think of is it would give people invisibility potions and also fill up their inventory, which is honestly, it's something they could just do pressing I and do it themselves, probably quicker than it takes to walk up to the button to do it for them. But we might put it in. One thing I'm wondering about though, can you pick up items when you're in creative mode? Let's see. How should we do this? If you have a full inventory, I mean. Unique items. What's something that doesn't stack? I guess tools. Throw a bunch of stuff on the ground, pick it up, fill up our inventory. Because if we still pick stuff up when we're in creative mode, spectator mode's a really bad idea. So if you teleport to a player, you might pick up their stuff and interrupt the game. So, okay, did that fill us up? Yeah, so our inventory is completely full here. I know before, or at least I'm pretty sure before it didn't do that, but now, yeah, so you can still pick stuff up. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. For a second there, I thought this was all my inventory, but that doesn't make sense. There, diamond pants. Yeah, okay. So no spectator mode. Next up, Randomizer. This one's going to be fun. And Player Launcher. These two kind of go hand in hand. Player Launcher I will probably do mostly on my own time. But we'll mess with the Randomizer for a little bit here. This randomizer thing I'm going to make is going to be for convenience. Like, there's lots of different ways people could organize the teams in the game. If you take the UHC season where we did pairs, well, I didn't play that season, but where they did pairs, that was done by everybody choosing their partner beforehand. So, by people choosing their own teammates, that's one way you can set up teams. When we play Nail, Rixiat likes to do a team leader system, so he'll choose two team leaders, usually the newer players, just so, like, if there's two new players, he'll put one as a team leader and the other guy as a team leader, so it's balanced. And then he'll let them pick from the player pool. They'll take turns picking and fill up their teams that way. that's another good way of doing it. Of course, another really good way of setting up teams is just to have a dispenser with a button. And let's say you wanted to make 2 teams with 4 players on each. Well, then you would need 2 unique items and four of those items. So you'll have a team leather and a team beef, basically. And whatever you get when you hit the button, that's what team you're on. That's a really good way of setting up teams too, with a random factor to it. So I'm going to include one of these on the map somewhere for sure at this pregame platform. But I would like to set up another, maybe a fancier automated method of doing it. So let's head on over here. I'll tell you my general plan. I'm not going to get too into depth on this because I think we should actually start the map and actually build it there instead of spending too much time on it here. It's mostly logical anyway. So, command block. So, I'm going to be using a command block to do this. There's not really a way of randomly teleporting players places. Well, you can by having several command blocks, I think, but there is one thing you can do that's really cool. You can choose a random player using the @r syntax or tag or whatever you want to call it, flag. So my plan is to have like a circle area, a visible circle area in the center of the pregame platform. Woohoo, this is my super awesome perfect circle. Yeah, so anybody that's playing, they would have to go into that circle area, just stand there, and they'll hit a button or something to start the randomizing thing. And what that's going to do, let's see, how do we do this? I guess I'll need a command block for each team. And yeah, so let's see. I would need 8 command blocks for it. Each one will pick a random player from within that circle and teleport them to their launching area. So each team's going to have their own launching area. That's how they'll get separated from each other and grouped together into teams. So I think I'd have to do a teleport into their launching area. Too bad it wasn't that simple. And then also pick a random player and set a radius so that it doesn't go outside of the circle. So you can set r equals whatever. It'll probably be about 10 or 20 or something. And also I think I have to set an x, y, z. X equals question mark, y equals question mark, and z equals question mark. Something like that. I know that doesn't work. I'm just giving you a rough idea of what I'm doing. So it'll go starting from team 1 and then back around. Each one of these will pick a random player from the middle, and this loop will basically stop once it senses there's no more players being teleported. So that'll stop the cycle. So when I teleport the player, I'm going to have to teleport them into some tripwire or something, and that way I'll know if it needs to go to the next command block and when all the players are assigned, basically. So that's the general idea to it. And of course, if the players aren't happy with the outcome of the randomizer, they could always try it again or shuffle it up themselves. It's up to them. It's supposed to be for convenience. Oh yeah, also, this is really important. This would work if we assume that there was always going to be 8 teams playing, but we don't know that. We don't know how many are going to be playing, and most of case that's probably not going to be true. So for each of these command blocks, I'm going to have a T flip-flop set up, I think. I'll just set one up real quick. Each of these will have a T flip-flop, which will go to an AND gate, and probably to a lights indicating whether or not that team is enabled. So if it's enabled, the signal will go to the command block, otherwise it'll just skip to the next one. I think that's what we got to do. Yeah. Alright, anyway. And like when you load up the map, there'll be 2 teams on, and if they want to set up more teams, they'll just have to go up to it and turn them on. That's not where I would have to put it. But yeah, that's the general plan with that. I'm going to actually start the map, I think. I think we're ready to go here with all the ideas and planning and stuff. So here I go. I'm going to generate a new world. When I generate the new world, I think I should make a super flat that doesn't actually generate terrain, if that's possible, so that if players load new chunks, it'll just be empty airspace instead of actually generating Minecraft terrain. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, well, I'm attempting to generate the world here, and I've entered my own custom preset here. So the 2 is the version number. I'm trying to generate 1 layer of air. I don't know if that's going to work or not. If it doesn't work, we'll have to choose a block type of something. And biome 21 is jungle, so very green grass is what we want. Alright, use presets. I think I messed up. I've never done this before. Biome 21. Remove layer, remove layer, remove layer. I don't think that's gonna work. Structure's off. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. It doesn't like it when I remove all the blocks, so I know that. If we have to use 1 block of some type, I guess I'll use bedrock. Yeah, it didn't work. Alright, I'll try again. Here we go again. So I got a 7 here instead of a 0. 7 is for bedrock. Pressing enter doesn't start, so I think I do have to press use preset. I don't see one that says use custom here, so yeah. Dang. Well, I can remove all but 1 layer anyway. Pretty sure. Okay, everything looks good. I still haven't come up with a name for my game. I want it to be catchy, so I really want to think about it and choose a good one. So for now, I'm calling it my arena game. And let's hope this works. So it should generate 1 layer of bedrock in a jungle biome if it turned out right. And if not, I will have to scratch my head and try again, because I don't know what else to do. Yes. Oh, lovely. I hate the bedrock texture so much. You know what it is? It compresses very poorly because there's so much color change in it. Like you got whitish pixels and then you have pure black, and whenever I play like Race for Wool or something, my video files are almost twice as large as they normally would be. It's really annoying. We are in plains. Oh, dang. Why isn't it jungle? What color is the grass? You know what? I actually really don't like the bedrock look, because if we do any building, that's all we're going to see. So maybe I'll get rid of that still. Or I'll put one layer above it. That's what I'll do. Yeah, it didn't give it to me. Alright, I'm going to try again. Okay, don't worry. I figured it out. Stop facepalming. I made a few mistakes when I was setting up the preset. First of all, I think I was using commas instead of the semicolons. And also that whole biome underscore 21 thing was not what I thought it was. I thought that's what I was doing to set the biome, but it's right after the block setup. It's actually a number. So 21 is a jungle. So when we go to use presets, we can see we have the air now. That's a good sign. Let's hope it works. Create new world. Now if everything's air, I won't actually be able to place any blocks, so I'll have to use MC Edit to get stuff in, at least to start off with, because I can't even build off of anything if it's all air. But all in all, it should work out for the better. It just might be a little tougher to do things. Yeah. Sweet. We are... Yeah, it's all air. Cool. So we got our map ready. I'm going to bring in some of that stuff well, I guess the only thing I can bring in is that Seth Bling, what is it? What's it called? Can't think. What is it? You know that thing with the strings, the tripwires, so when you log into the server, it teleports you to the pregame platform. I can put that in, I can set the spawn of the world. So it started me at like negative 800 almost, negative 500. So I'm going to move that to 0, 0, the spawn, and we do have a jungle. That's good. So next episode we will actually start building the map and hopefully make a lot of progress. So thank you for watching, guys. I'm going to get going. I'll see you again next time.